Welcome. I see you've stumbled upon my little confession. You may call me Dr. Terror. I am, or rather was, a surgeon. But not just any surgeon. I specialized in a very unique form of healing. It was at a medical conference where I first met Sarah, a young woman plagued by chronic pain, desperate for relief. I gave a presentation on revolutionary pain management techniques. Little did she know my techniques were unconventional. You see, pain is such a fascinating thing. It's the body's way of telling you something is wrong, a warning signal. But what if you could control it, manipulate it, turn it into an art form? Sarah was convinced by my credentials, my charm, and my promise of a pain-free life. She was the perfect canvas for my masterpiece. I scheduled her for a surgery, a simple procedure she thought would end her suffering. But I had other plans. As she succumbed to the anesthesia, I could see a flicker of doubt in her eyes. Ah, the beauty of the human instinct, always too late. I implanted a tiny device next to her nerve cluster, a device that could amplify her pain signals at the push of a button, a remote-controlled agony enhancer, if you will. But here's where the story takes a twist. You see, my operating room is not what it seems. It's a gateway to another place, a secret location where my art can flourish without interruption. Sarah woke up in my special gallery, a place where my patients become permanent exhibits in my labyrinth of agony. I watched her for weeks, turning her life into a living hell, each scream more delightful than the last. Oh, the screams. The delicious, harmonious screams, music to my ears. And she's not alone. She's part of an orchestra of agony, each member contributing to my symphony of pain. They think they can stop me, but you can't stop art. You can't stop terror. So, who's next? Perhaps you'd like to join my gallery. After all, every artist needs an audience. Ah, you've returned. How delightful. Today I shall share with you my most cherished guilty pleasure. You see, my fascination isn't limited to the human body. I am equally captivated by the world of botany. Plants, like humans, have their own ways of expressing pain and pleasure. My guilty pleasure lies in merging the two, creating a living tableau of agony and despair. Welcome to my garden of despair. Here I've cultivated plants with unique properties, plants that can induce sensations ranging from euphoria to unimaginable pain. And it's in this very garden that my latest composition will unfold. Meet Caitlin, a woman broken by life's cruel twists, a failed marriage, a lost job, and a back that screams in agony. She was searching for natural remedies when fate led her to my special stall at the farmer's market. I offered her an exclusive invitation to my greenhouse, promising her a natural remedy that would cure her pain forever. How could she resist? The tea was but a prelude. When she awoke, she found herself in a new section of my greenhouse, one where the plants are not just flora but instruments in my orchestra of agony. Ah, the screaming sundew, a carnivorous plant modified to interact with human nerve endings. Each tendril is designed to attach itself to her, feeding off her pain and fear. Oh, the beauty of it. Her agony fuels the plant, and the plant, in turn, amplifies her suffering. A perfect cycle, a harmonious duet in my grand symphony. And for the finale, the soul seed, a plant that blooms once it absorbs enough human emotion. Ah, perfection. My guilty pleasure has reached its zenith. But rest assured, this is merely the overture. The main act of my symphony awaits. What comes next? Ah, but that's a secret only the garden knows. And soon, very soon, you will too. I see you've stuck around this long. You must be eager for another tale from my vault of horrors. Tonight I present to you a story that combines my two greatest passions, medicine and entertainment. Vanessa was a woman dissatisfied with her life and her appearance. She dreams of a transformation, a new beginning. And who better to offer her that than me? I was delighted when she filled out a contact form on my website. Almost immediately, her phone rang. It was my assistant, inviting her for a free consultation. Of course she accepted, desperate for a new look, a fresh start in life. Vanessa walked into my clinic, a place that exudes both luxury and unease. She sat nervously in the waiting room, flipping through a magazine until finally she's called in. "Ah, Vanessa, welcome. Dr. Terror's been expecting you. Please, have a seat." I began showing her before and after photos of my previous successful surgeries. Little did she know, these were far from successful, at least in their eyes. Well, the ones that still had some. "So, Vanessa, what do you say? Are you ready to become the you you've always dreamed of?" She signed the consent forms without reading the fine print. Her second mistake. Her first was coming here. Ah, the allure of vanity. It never fails to deliver fresh material for my projects. Vanessa got up on the surgical table, visibly nervous, but trying to mask her fear with a smile. "Don't worry, Vanessa. When you wake up, you'll be a new woman." I administered the anesthesia, and Vanessa's world went dark. She eventually woke back up in a dimly lit room, her vision blurry. She tried to move but realized she's restrained. Panic set in as her eyes adjust to the darkness, revealing the true horror of her situation. She's in a cage and she's not alone. Other cages surround her, each containing a person, or what used to be a person. Each one has been grotesquely modified, their bodies a twisted fusion of human and animal parts. I walked in to welcome her to her new body. "Ah, you're awake. Welcome to the main event, Vanessa. Welcome to Dr. Terror's twisted circus." She let out a scream, but it was drowned out by the cacophony of other screams, growls, and inhuman noises. Vanessa, you see, is the newest attraction in my underground circus, a place where the line between human and beast is not just blurred, but utterly erased. Vanessa is now a grotesque hybrid with additional arms and feathers grafted onto her body. Her eyes are filled with nothing but despair and horror. The curtain rises and Vanessa finds herself on a stage surrounded by nightmarish applause and laughter, like she was in another realm. I, Dr. Terror, took a bow. Ah, another successful night. But the circus is ever evolving, and there's always room for more attractions. I always have new horrors waiting to be unleashed.